Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you so much for our time together. We're going to continue today in all four services, 7:30 at South, 10 o'clock at Main, 12:30 in our beautiful new East Campus, and then 3 o'clock back here at Main Campus, teaching about the python spirit that Paul had to cast out of a little girl, a very powerful, controlling spirit. And it's a fascinating study. I look forward to being in the services with you today. But right now, let's go to Acts chapter 5, beginning with verse 41. The apostles left the Sanhedrin rejoicing because they had been counted worthy of suffering disgrace for the name. Day after day in the temple courts and from house to house, they, the apostles, never stopped teaching and proclaiming the good news that Jesus is the Christ. One of the hardest things I have to teach pastors today is the need to go to people's homes and visit. Not visit and kumasta, not visit and make cuento, but visit and teach the Word of God. It seems that every nation I go in the world and I begin to teach pastors about visitation, pastors look at me and they say, the people don't want to be visited. People don't want the interruption of their life. Well, people only hide for a reason. Well, we don't have time to do all of that. Well, really, what are you so busy doing all the day? Playing golf? Now, I would like you to notice, as busy as the apostles were, the incredible men of God that the apostles were, every day they preached the gospel in the temple courts, and every day they preached the gospel house to house. We've taken the ministry out of people's homes today, and we've made the ministry a professional thing done at an event center. It's supposed to be a church, but actually they've become event centers, and we invite everybody to our event. Well, I'm sorry. That's not the way it's supposed to be done. Yes, we should be preaching in God's house, no question about that. But we should also, as pastors, be in the homes of God's people, visiting them. And now when I say visitation, again, I don't mean making cuento, I don't mean kumasta. I mean, we sit down in the homes of God's people and we teach them from the Word of God. We preach the gospel house to house. We lead their family members to Christ. We do harvest visits. We do pastoral teaching counseling in the homes. The pastor's ministry must be in the home. Now, I've had pastors tell me all over the world that people don't want this. I remember going into one city and a pastor had told me for many years that the people don't want it. So I thought, I'm going to do something different. So I spent the next 10 days and I visited 250 people in a city I'd never hardly spent any time with, and just went house to house and visited the people. Now, yes, I got lost in some cornfields, and yes, I got lost doing some things, but you know what? All of those people enjoyed a pastor sitting down in the home and teaching them. Pastors, let's get back in the homes of God's people. And God's people, let's make it easy for the pastors as they make appointments to come and visit. You need our ministry in the homes, and we need to be ministering in the homes. So let's work together.